I am a mortgage loan consultant. That was my first opportunity I took when I decided to join the real estate business, okay? I am a father of 3 kids. I have a 19-year-old that I think I put too much entrepreneurship in him because he decided to move out as soon as he graduated from high school and moved to another state to run his own operation over there. I have a 14-year-old daughter, and she's currently in the 9th grade, and she had a bunch of friends over last night at, partying at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And, my room was right next to her, so I had to keep telling her, shh, be quiet, keep it low. She's a very smart, very talented little girl, and I also have a 9-year-old. And she's always like, why do you have to leave again, Daddy? We spend every day with her, we take her to school every day. I pick her up in my bike. I have a back seat. She loves that, When I first started this industry, I used to work a 9 to 5, obviously like all of us. I was very young. Worked at a warehouse job. The most money I ever made was $26,000 a year, like 13 bucks an hour. But I always did more than what I got paid for. So to be able to do that at a young age and then get inspired by, a lot of people that first introduced me to a multi-level networking business. I didn't believe that this stuff was true. Like, wow, you can actually own a business. You can become self-employed, and you can own a big house. You can drive a beautiful car and take vacations all over the world. And I was kind of like I didn't think this stuff really existed, when I was very apprehensive in joining. I was very skeptical. I didn't have any sales techniques. I didn't have vision. My parents, they had humble beginnings. I grew up in a 1-bedroom. So one thing I did know is that as a young kid, I had something inside me that told me, hey, go out there and do what you can with what's out there, whether it be picking cans, beating the truckers at the local meat markets so that you can get the cardboard that comes out at 7:30 a.m. And every time I will go over there and they'll be loading up the trucks, I'm like, I gotta wake up early, and the good thing is once I set up a game plan, this is when I was in junior high, I would actually wake up early. My parents wouldn't wake me up, and I will go and sit in the bench and just wait for an hour and a half so that they can throw that cardboard. And then once they throw it out, and I see the truck drivers passing by, but they see that boy right there sitting down waiting for that cardboard, right? My dad will swing by around 7:30 a.m. We load up the cardboard, load up the car, and he dropped me off at school, in front of the school with all the cardboard in the back trunk, And when I got home, guess who had money waiting for him, So these little traits is what drove me to always, go out there and figure a way that seems different, and I didn't have my parents that can give me a roadmap. And I really congratulate each and every one of you guys here and the people that are on Zoom that are coming out here, because this is something that I've been doing for the last 24 years. I built my dream life. It didn't come easy. We all go through a lot of challenges, a lot of adversity. It's a process in itself, a big process in building your mindset, your sales skills, your perspective, your health. I've been on a health journey the last 6 months like never before. I hired a health and wellness coach. He's teaching me what to eat, what not to eat. He's even telling me, no, I don't need you to work out today. You need your body to rest. You need a recovery day, because I'm hungry for my health, because now my success needs to come from within first. All the exterior stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I had an incident in the beginning of this year where, January 1st hits and I got hit with COVID, and I was 35 pounds heavier, not knowing what was going on with me, my health. Next thing you know, I'm getting hauled in a stretcher in an ambulance, you know? My kids are seeing me getting pulled out of the freaking house by 4 or 5 paramedics. I didn't know what was going on. They put me inside the ambulance and they start shooting me with all kinds of insulin. When I got in there, I was diagnosed with COVID, diabetes, and pneumonia, developed pneumonia. Doctor says to me, he's like, man, I'm gonna have to put you in the ICU tomorrow. So that to me, that woke me. That was a tap from the man upstairs to say, hey man, you know what, dude? All the stuff that you built, the beautiful home you live in PV, the motor home, all the beautiful cars, that don't matter. Your kids, all that stuff. I mean, obviously your kids do matter, but everything that you thought you were doing right was actually wrong because your health, you took your health for granted, you know? And now that I've been able to reshift my way of thinking, my perspective, taking care of my health first, prioritizing my well-being first before anything else is a new journey for me. And I've been very disciplined to be in the gym probably 150 days out of 65. And that's only because my coach tells me you need recovery day. Your nervous system needs to relax, needs to, you know, to be able to look at the mirror and say, wow, I can see a six-pack, something I've never had in 47 years of my life, you know? So today I'm going to go over kind of like what's going on in the marketplace, okay? I think that's why you guys are here. Can't really see this, but I'll get as close as possible, okay? So again, I'm a father. I'm an eXp Realtor mentor. I've joined the organization right after I got sick. Before I got sick, I got invited to a dinner at Fleming's, you know, and I was amongst all these top producers, and I didn't have joined the company yet, but my sponsor had initially had a meeting with me, and she kind of, you know, she twisted on me. She did like a bait and switch because I had an RV that I had put on social media for sale because I wanted a bigger one. So she went, bought it, and she said, you're gonna come work for me. So then she invited me over, and I had a great steak dinner, and I got to see all this success around me, right? And next thing you know, I got sick. So I remember getting out of the hospital. I mean, I couldn't talk, I couldn't even walk, I couldn't breathe. I had to take home a breathing exercise. But then I joined a Zoom meeting that was happening from one of the biggest leaders in the company. He's got about 30,000 agents under him, maybe a little shy. His name is Brent Grove, and he was in Puerto Rico, and he was explaining to us this business model, right? I was in the freaking floor in my backyard because I got artificial turf, trying to recover and get some vitamin D in me, and I'm listening to this Zoom meeting, okay, about this opportunity. You know, think about the determination. And this doesn't include the 5 other businesses I've already built in the last 20-some years. This is just something that's kind of nibbling my interest. Like, really, is this, like when I first started learning the whole multi-level networking business, does this opportunity really exist? Is this really gonna happen? Like, is there a company like this that's offering all this stuff, and they grew from 8,000 agents and 4 years later to over 85,000 agents? I said, okay, I'm coachable. I'm learning. I got an open mind. I'm very transparent. You know, and I've learned that at a young age to always have an open mind. Don't be the smartest person in the room. The minute that you are the smartest person in a room, it's the minute that you stop growing. Does that make sense? Yeah, you stop growing because you're not giving yourself enough room to grow. The ego plays a big role in our commitment to our future, our life, our success, what we built. We're all gonna make a gang of mistakes, you know? I've made mistakes. I bought flips that in 05, 06, and I'm thinking, oh, I got momentum here. Let me pick up a handful more, 07, and guess what? The market dips, '08. Now I'm stuck, like I'm 30 years old taking $400,000 or $500,000 losses. And the key thing now, and what I learned from that experience, and I don't take nothing away from that experience, because the best education you can get is from those types of challenges.